Welcome out to West Delray Regional Park. Disc Golf for Christ practice round. First one, we're gonna try it out. We do a little front nine of Delray, practicing for the Palm Beach Classic this weekend. First hole, it's going to be a par 3 that bends to the left. So you wanna come out this gap and then really get, I'm a lefty, so I need to throw a backhand turnover line. For your right hand backhand, you're probably just throwing something straight that fades to the left. The basket is a little bit tucked in on the left behind a tree. If you get up right inside the circle, you should have an open look at it. But there is some tight rough on either side early. You do not want to get caught up. You really just want to be in the middle of the fairway. 3 is okay. People will birdie this hole.
My play is just coyote straight down the hallway. A little short.
Yeah, the one thing out here at Delray, even though you have some punishing rough, the one thing you can't count on is some pretty fast ground play with all the pine straw. So I believe I came in like right about here, and I skipped past the basket, and I'm looking at about a 10-footer. And even though Taylor thought he was short, he probably slid up another 15-20 feet and has about the same putt at about 10-12 feet. Got it.
All right, hole 2. It's kind of short and sweet, but I do not like this hole. It's a lefty hole, so it's for Jake, not for me. You want to, there's a hallway right here, and you're just kind of going to the right. If you want to go to the right gap, you're crazy, but for me it's a forehand. I'll try forehand and backhand, see what happens. My backhand never works well. I don't understand why that tree's there. All right.
Why are trees?
Why are trees? Hunter says trees are 90% air. That's a lie. That tree is 1% tree, and I hit it. So let's try it back. Jake, let's see what you got.
Alright, this is a just close your eyes hole and throw it, let the disc work for a lefty. I've got a prophecy here. Or throw it straight into the ground. Let's try the verdict. Both pretty bad. Oh, good run. The tricky thing with this hole, you're throwing from elevation. We have a ceiling that comes in really low, but then if you throw too low and try to play for a skip, you have all this logs and things in the way. So it really, there's like 6 feet of play, truthfully. That's clean airspace. Little cage. That was never going in. All right, time for everybody's favorite hole, hole 3. Tunnel shot, pretty straightforward. Literally, it's very straight. It's just right there, but you have about arm's length on either side all the way down with a couple random trees in the middle as well. So you kind of have to pick a side really tight. Are you going for the 3-foot gap on this side? Are you going the 3-foot gap on this side that has more trees contested? So really the only clean look is very, very straight on the right side gap. I'm gonna try to throw a little flick down there with the overstable approach disc and just hope for some ground play to scoot you up. Bottom of the cage. That'll play.
Dude, it looks so easy, dude. All right. This is how the hole usually is played. Yeah, see, that's usually what happens. You hit that tree right there.
This is how this hole usually plays for me. But at least you kick to the middle.
Yeah. Same disc. so good.
All right. I already lost a bit.
All right, hole 4. We have an S line. You have to throw an S. One of the hardest shots in disc golf. All right, it's the blue basket toward the end, 245 on U-disc. The goal for me is just to go to the yellow basket and have a 45-footer for birdie. Par is really, really fun this hole. Really good. You're gonna get a stroke in the field. That's where you usually end up on this hole.
Yeah, this is a pick your poison hole for me. If I'm going for a birdie, I'll kind of play an aggressive line with like a Tesla forehand. If I'm just playing for par, I'll pick something straighter, like maybe a Hawkeye, and just try to hit the gap softly backhand. I'll try a little bit of both, see what happens. That's usually where I am, playing aggressive. Let's try the backhand. That's almost a putt, so tournament play might be backhand. The other big feature of Delray is our absolute jail cells created by these very interesting trees. When I was little, we called them the punching trees because it's like soft, spongy paper bark. You can really get mad, take some angsty teenage rage out on these trees. It really demands you to have a forehand roller or some type of recovery shot. So here I'm really pinched. I could really gamble by trying to force a flick or a lean out forehand. A forehand roller play might be a much safer option here. So I'm gonna grab maybe a felon so it doesn't roll over onto its head and just try to flick it through this little jail cell. That's rolled to about the edge of circle, whereas I would have to get so lucky to flick something through that gap. Alright, so this is my conservative play. This is still a putt, for sure. Raised it. Twice first luck. Hole 5, par 3, 302. This is really your first chance to open up. The gap is pretty wide, and it's a little higher than it looks. There is some trees that if you're not thinking about them, the ceiling's not that high. It's higher than it was on the last holes, but a lot of people would make the mistake of throwing too high here and catching these little straggly pine limbs. So I'm just gonna rip on a little backhand 10 speed.
And overturned it. All right, we're at hole 6, the newly designed. This is the alternate tee, right? It's right there, you can't really see it, especially in this time of day. There's just like back there, just got kind of 2 gaps to hit. I'm gonna go for the, whichever one I hit. See what happens.
Throw it straight, let it filter left. Right back. Absolutely juicy. And then it kicked right to the basket. Are you kidding me? Alright, this may be the most technical hole. Hole 7. It used to be a very straightforward lefty hole, ace run. Now it is a 430-foot par 4. The tee shot's really a technical part. That's where you're gonna have to do your work, set yourself up for a clean approach. There is a long look if you push the back, but if you go 10 feet too far, you're too pinched. So really the play is to try to hug the right side as much as you can. Maybe a righty backhand anhyzer. Maybe what I'm gonna try is the same thing but lefty forehand. Wild honey, a shot on the turnover line. Maybe it flexes out, maybe it doesn't. I have no idea. I haven't figured this whole out. I think that's gonna be in the back window.
Felon.
Oh, try to turn this over.
Impossible.
That's the play. I just don't know if that's pinched or not. Player 2 cannot putt today.
All right, hole 8. Probably my favorite hole. One of my favorite holes. Par 4, 4 something. It's just a dog leg to the left. And I'm going with a savant, but I am no savant. I am turning everything over.
So West Delray, if you never played here, is also more popularly used as the RC field. Right now we have some lovely planes. I'm going forehand skip play, super low worm burner, and just let this 14.5 speed work its way left. Might be a little inside. Icar Charizard. Or not. Alright, hole 9. Par 4. First really open hole. So the next however many until the last 3 are out in the open. OB road, OB shell rock path, and of course beyond. Pretty open fairway, just don't, there's so much room, just don't do something stupid.
Thing always turns over on me, but we'll see what happens.
I'm gonna do something stupid. I lost my favorite strike. I'm gonna try 2 turns. I have a max weight star and a max weight champion. I'm throw them both forehand and see what I can do. That's my stupid play. Trickle OB for absolutely no reason. I have done that multiple times here in tournament. So that's really testing the OB, but that is where I like to be, as close to the fire hydrant. Please run over my disc. Wow, they went around it.
Going with a trespass, SFO exclusive. This thing always turns over on me, but we'll see what happens. Dude, you see what I'm saying?
She gone. Alright, so that was the front 9. We'll bring the back 9 to you guys probably when we're practicing for the icebreaker, which is coming up. It's gonna be, can't remember, but that's gonna be an interesting one, because we're gonna be playing long pads first round, and I believe shorts to yellow second round. So that'll be interesting. So hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe, do all the buttons, and I'll see you next time. See ya.
Heck yeah!
Nice, man.